Wednesday night? What is this madness? Wednesday night? We here. How's everyone doing? Oh, I had a hell of a day. It was a hell of a day at work, and I saw Jason has this really cool idea for what he's doing for his live stream tonight. I actually wrote him on Discord, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, I actually was gonna film tonight this exact episode. Not anymore. I can't do it anymore." All the whiskeys were actually going to be the same. I was probably going to throw in one different bottle than Bond. I looked at the thumbnail now, Jason. You added in a couple more like the Old Forester and stuff. It's going to be a good lineup. I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited. Wednesday night, how is everybody doing? Who's in here? OG Brick was here early. Bourbon Apprentice, how you doing? Nick Foles, Christopher David, the Linux Cat, Jason from the Mash and Drum, there you are. Dusty Dan, how you doing, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you back. Richie Z in the house, as always, of course. Trev Wilson here. His body's ready, always. Trev's body's always ready. I don't know what I'm going to drink tonight. I put a couple things behind me. You know, this is just going to kind of be a hangout. Let's chat. Obviously, looking at the thumbnail, I just threw it together in literally 2 minutes. So I just decided this at like 7:15. I asked my wife, I said, "You care if I go live tonight?" She's like, "Nah, go ahead." So let's do it. Let's hang out. I kind of want to go back to some things that I've reviewed already, talk about some stuff I picked up recently, so it'll be a good time. We'll just hang out. Anybody drinking already, or are we just kind of chilling for a little bit? So many choices. Don't know what to warm up with. I know. I've got an empty Glen, so we got to get something. Let's start with this whiskey right here. Chad Holly, how you doing, brother? Lost Cause, Barrel 15. Let's start with this. If you guys watched my review of this, people are coming in now. Holy cow. Anthony Orlando, Whiskey Explorer, John Krantz, how you doing? Nick Foles, of course. I tried it the other night. Nick Foles, the Boone County. Here, let me grab it so we know what he's talking about. I just got this from a buddy locally who got multiple bottles, but this is the new Boone County, the new label. It's a blend of, I don't know, I don't know exactly, so I don't want to say. I want to say like 7-8-year-old with some younger stuff too, and it's good. It's nothing to really write home about, honestly, from me. You know, anything I'd like to do live if I can, or not live. I'd like to do blind if I can, just to see how I really feel about it, but. Trying it on its own, you know, it's solid, it's good, but $45-50 is a tough price point. So try it for yourself and find out. Heldon Kirkwood, Captain Make It Happen, how are you? Got to scramble for a drink. Run. Brandon Wise, good to see you. We got a lot of people. Whiskey Straight Al, how are you? Mike Myers, Bill Caffrey, good to see all you guys. Thanks for coming in. Didn't know if we'd have anybody. You know, 9 o'clock's kind of the time slot, so we make sure we won't run over tonight because I'm gonna have to get over and make sure I watch Jason's live. So let's start with this whiskey right here, not that one, this one. As I was saying, if you guys have watched my review of this, I did not like it too much. A gorgeous bottle, beautiful decanter. It's the IW Harper 15. To me, it just tasted like moldy, mildewy wood, like bad. And this, when I reviewed it, it was still like halfway drank down. You know, it was about the level it is now, so it should have opened up nice. I think maybe it just doesn't agree with me, so we're going to see how it is tonight. I want to go back to it. Spencer Mab, I know, I went early, sorry. That's Wednesday, I know. Dave Scott, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Let's pour. Let us pour. Just noticing the lower shelves, Jeff says. Don't normally see it in the regular reviews. Yeah, there's lower shelves, there's upper shelves you can't see, and then there's the floor, which has a lot of overstock, and then a closet over there with a lot of overstock too. So, yeah, you know. All right, I'm not gonna pour that much of that because I don't know. I want to try multiple things tonight, so definitely a perfume style bottle. Yeah, it is. It really is. This is 15 years. My biggest complaint with this is 43% ABV. About $80, $75, $80, depending on where you get this. So that's my biggest complaint just right off the bat. So I already have a negative outlook on it just because of that. Bill Caffrey sipping on some Barrel Dovetail. That's a great one. That is a great one. Scott Meacham said he was not a fan of IW Harper either. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, initial impression, it was just like, meh, not good at all, man. Okay. So after doing Unicorn Week, I got to try some older, like a lot more older whiskeys, you know, 15 year, the Pappy, Pappy 15, Pappy 23. And I think I can appreciate this bottle more now that I know the flavor profile of Pappy, like the Pappies that we tried. But it just comes it comes nowhere close, you know. It's much more of a musty wood, whereas like the Pappies were very, very sweet, very rounded. No off-putting notes. I mean, this kind of just smells like it has some funk in it. Yeah, that's what it is, some funk. Todd is in the house finishing up a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Still have not tried that. And are you talking about chicken sandwiches because you know I can't eat any? For those of you that know, I'm still on my diet. Called the nutritionist. My wife called the nutritionist. You know, she's sick of eating fast food every day. And, you know, it's going well. It's going well, but maybe that's the reason I had to have whiskey tonight. You know, get some kind of cheat meal or something in here. The legend Dramhound is in the house. How are you, brother? Dramhound is really good guy. I recently found out he's the man. So thank you, Dramhound, for being here. Eric Waite's in the house too. How are you? Unicorns, they taste great with bacon. I bet they do. Bet they do. This is better actually now. This is, I mean, I still wouldn't say it's good. I mean, for $80, I still wouldn't say it's good. But the mustiness, which I described as like going down in your grandparents' basement, you know, when you were younger, and the musty, moldy, mildewy basement, it's better. You know, it's not that bad, thank goodness. Popeyes, no. Chick-fil-A's the best. Damn it, Buddhas. I'm a Wendy's spicy chicken guy. You know, if you guys were here for the last live stream, we were talking about some Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches. Man, I can eat a lot of that. 1.5 ounces of IW is 105 calories. This is probably a half ounce. So what's that? 36 calories. Not right. Nick Foles, yes, I had a sample. I got to try a sample before the new year of the 919, and it was my favorite of 2019 as far as the Elijah Craig barrel proofs go. Again, I think the C batch came out on top for me, but yeah, 65 in the chat. Thank you all for a surprise half hour before the live stream live. So appreciate y'all being here. I know you just want to prep for Jason. I get it. I'm with you. All right, let's try this IW Harper. See if the taste is any better. Cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Modern Thirst in the house. How are you doing? Cheers. Quite astringent on the palate. No mouthfeel. That's probably the proof. 43%. It gives you kind of that bitter oak you don't like in more highly aged whiskeys. Kind of reminiscent of like some of the Elijah Craig 18s I've had, where it's just bitter, drying oak. No, Spencer Mav, I didn't see. Why are you mad? You're at the bar still? Is that what you said? Or something like that? You're the man, Dramhound. You really are. Jim Mueller Whiskey Wednesday. Yeah, buddy. Are you sipping Harper behind you? Yes, I am, Nagel. I am. The Harper 15. I was saying I'm kind of torn on it. I'm kind of torn. You know, it's better than it was, but I still can't recommend it at $80, depending on what you get the price for. This was actually a birthday gift from my parents when I was first kind of like starting into bourbon. I shouldn't say that. It was like 4 years ago, but one of the years when I was into bourbon, and they just went to the store and said, "Hey, is there anything good you'd buy?" And You know, I didn't have the bottle, so it was a good gift. Beautiful bottle, though. Beautiful bottle. Yeah. Bitter oak. Moose76 says it looks like his grandmother's perfume bottle. Probably tastes like your grandmother's perfume bottle, too. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know, a little bit. It's better, but I still can't. I still can't recommend it. I agree, Whiskey Explorer. It says if something's in the barrel for 15 years, it has to be done right. And you're right. I mean, I said this last week. It's like you can ruin a whiskey, an aged whiskey, in like a month, you know? Like you try it, it's good. You think it needs a little more time, and all of a sudden you try it in a month, and it's like it's turned, you know. And now it's completely different. So that's crazy. But Christopher Davis is also not a fan of the IW Harper 15. DH Silv, and yet you're halfway through the bottle. I know, but I've shared a lot of it for reasons because I didn't like it that much. But this should be the sweet spot for most bottles, right? You'd think. Dustin, I said it's better. It's better than it was. I'm telling you, it is better than it was. Let's move on. I had a local buddy give me a sample of E.H. Taylor single barrel. Now, this is the I think this is a 2017 he gave me. And I want to try it next to the small batch. I figure that's a good idea. You guys see that? Probably not. Now, I've had the E.H. Taylor single barrel before, and the one I tried was very, very good. I liked it. Actually, it was from his house, but it was a different bottling. So we're going to see... Ooh, that was close. How it compares to the small batch. For any of you that have had both, I'm curious if you think it's worse. If you think it's worth the price difference. Dusty Dan says that was a great year, the 17. Okay, all right. Gonna get down on this Traverse City barrel strength to get through some of the old samples. Excellent, Academy Have. That's their best offering, I think. I really do. So small batch state minimum here is $39.99. Usually it's about $45 to $49 if you find it because it's so allocated. Single barrel, I want to say it's $60, but probably about $80, $85 if you can find it here. Usually. The barrel proof is substantially better than the single barrels the ones that I tried. I've tried 2 of the barrel proofs now. It's E.H. Taylor barrel proof is the closest whiskey to BTAC. Like if there's one whiskey that could join BTAC, it would be E.H. Taylor barrel proof. That's what I think. Guy Davis in the house. How are you? Also rookie wine and whiskey enthusiast. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, guys. We almost got record numbers in the chat for me, which is right around 80. So thank you all so much. It means a lot. Let's start with the E.H. Taylor, the small batch now. All these are bottled in, or all their expressions are bottled and bonded in the E.H. Taylor line. Okay, I did spill that. I really thought I got around it and didn't spill it. Didn't happen. But in general, it's probably about 8 years. You know, they say it's about 8 years. 100 proof for all of them. Difference is just going to be location, a little bit of age in the rick house between expressions. So. Brandon White says he's heard from a lot of people single barrel is not worth the extra money over the small batch. It depends, you know, that's the thing with single barrels. It depends on the single barrel. Peter White says they charge the same for small batch and single barrel, so there you go. I think they need to add a barrel proof Elmer to BTAC. That would be really cool. I mean, the Elmer T. Lee 100 I really enjoyed. Like it was really good, but it still was nowhere near BTAC to me. But at barrel proof, it could be. I need a new barrel proof if they're BTAC level. Mine's good, but nothing special or antique about it. I mean, I will say that Dustin, like, it doesn't have the age of like a George T. Stagg. Like, it doesn't have that, almost like that creamy wood note you'll get with aged Buffalo Trace. Blanton straight from the barrel is another one that could be close to BTAC, just with the flavor profile, because it's so creamy and delicious. I love that stuff. Oh, almost 100 in the UK. Ooh. Richie, I'm not sure the official retail. I want to say it's 60. It's either $59.99 or $69.99 here. I'd have to look it up. Someone can look up the Michigan price list and find the state minimum. This is nice. Initially when I poured this, I was getting actually a lot of alcohol burn, like ethanol burn. But now it's, the E.H. Taylor profile to me is always like fresh citrus, fresh fruits, you know. It's good, like apples, pears, peaches. Just kind of how I describe like the Elmer T. Lee, the samples I've tried of that too, so. The classic Buffalo Trace cherry. Not a huge oak note for 8 years. You'd think you'd be getting more oak, but it still smells really nice. Really nice. Pretty much any time I see an E.H. Taylor, I have to pick it up, even if I already have 3 or 4 backups, because it's just hard to come by if it's a decent price. A little bit of bitter oak on the palate on this. Another thing I'll say is after trying really, really good whiskey for a week, this brings you back to reality. It's like, this is still good whiskey, but now there's a different level, you know? Like if I would have rated this 85, 90 before, now it's down to an 80, 85. Like that's the difference once you actually try good whiskey consistently. You're like, wow, this is what whiskey should taste like. That was my reaction when I tried the William Lure Weller for the first time. This is what whiskey should taste like. This is what all whiskey should taste like, and if it doesn't, what's wrong? But it's not real. It's not a real thing. Welcome back, Jason. Done setting up. 6 samples. Yikes. Get it. No drinking beforehand then. Or just like quarter-ounce pours, you know, just a sip of each. It has. Unicorn Week has ruined me. Officially. Ruined! I mean, at 40 bucks retail, this is really good. You know it is. Still that bitter oak. Bottle's past the neck now. It's been here for probably 3-4 months, this bottle. It's solid. You know, it's solid. This is probably one of my daily drinkers, I would say, what I reach for. Doesn't fight you, good flavor profile. Pretty much every Buffalo Trace is good flavor profile. All right. Let's try. High proof has definitely ruined. You got that right. Dustin says Unicorn Week would be what we called the Tuesday 10 years ago. I know. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Ah. Crack my 19 Stagg. Haven't drank anything else since. It's just too damn good. You're ruined. You are ruined. Congratulations. You're ruined too. Dramhound says, we're just talking to my buddy about that superpower to make any whiskey taste as good as William Lure Weller. What would your one superpower be? Turn any whiskey into any whiskey I want. You'd make a lot of money that way if you could. Might be worth it. All right. I think it's not a good quality price ratio for $40. Yeah. I mean, yeah. My first couple bottles, like I really did like a lot. This is actually, I don't think as good as the first couple bottles I had. But I think also the first couple bottles I was newer to bourbon, and it was my first E.H. Taylor I've gotten. So I was like, wow, I finally got one, you know? It's like when you find Blanton's for the first time when you're first getting into whiskey, you know? Scott Meacham came in, state minute on E.H. Taylor Small Batch $39.99, single barrel $59. I figured it was either $59 or $69, so thank you for that. Single barrel's giving me more punch of almost like a cherry Ludens or cherry cough drop note, which typically for me is not a note I enjoy. Like, it's not to like the Maker's Mark level where it's just an alcoholic cough drop, but it's definitely more cherry forward, but it also has a more rich, creamy nose than the small batch. Yeah, I'd say the small batch just smells a little more muted. Still nice though. I feel like the small batch has a better balance of like flavors coming through on the nose, whereas the single barrel is giving a stronger 1 or 2 notes, you know, like that cherry note and the brighter citrus note, like a little stronger. Whereas it's just balanced more with the oak and the everything together in the small batch. Steve Aronson, I was at a buddy's house the other night, and I finally got to try that. I had a local store that wanted $95 for it one time for an EHT of the rye, and I passed on it because I was like, I can't do that. He told me it's 100% rye, which I did not know actually, but it was good. Like, it was good, and we had several pours that night, so don't hold me to my word on this. But okay, I can't talk about EHT of the rye because that night we tried Thomas H. This was a blind. Thomas H. Handy, a Whistle Pig 15-year store pick, and Michter's Barrel Strength Rye blind, and then we moved on to other stuff. So that was after that. So it didn't hold a candle to the lineup we did, but it was solid. I wouldn't pay probably over $60, I'd say. You know, even that's tough price point. Yeah, Richie, can't disagree with you. Small batch is a nearly perfect daily sipper. Yeah. Christopher David does think the EH Taylor single barrels are worth the extra $20. Like I said, I feel like they're just doing the notes better than the small batch. You know, those notes you love. It's much better on the palate. I think it's much better than the small batch on the palate. Like, it's leaving a nice tingle on the back of the tongue, which the small batch didn't do. It was more of the bitter, like a bitter oak kind of. This is actually coating the side of the palate. Yeah, on nose, I actually lean probably towards the small batch, but on palate, I think the single barrel's better. Interesting. Now that sip gave me a little bit more of a Buffalo Trace Rickhouse taste, you know? Not a bitter oak, but kind of just more of an oak kick on the back of the palate, like kind of barrel char. I'd say barrel char instead. For me, I think I would agree that I would probably take the single barrel over the small batch. But if you can find your small batch at around that $40 price point, it's you know, you enjoy a little better whiskey for your daily sippers, I think that's going to be a good option, you know. Single barrel is literally impossible to come by here. I've been looking for a long time. So I think, you know, buy both. Buy both and try for yourself and find out, you know. Especially if the price is right. They're both good whiskeys. They are both good whiskeys. I cannot lie. Small batch is 60 near you. El Loco Coco. Love the name. But you can't find the single barrel probably, right? Just my guess. Yeah. That's true for any small batch single barrel by nature. Yeah, agree to Bourbon Apprentice. Yeah, I mean, there's some expressions that are better single barrel. There's some that are worse than the small batch. You know, it's all subjective, and it's all based on single barrel. So I want to go back to, should we go into high proof right now, or should we wait a little bit? What do you think? I've got a new Riff single barrel store pick, or we could go into Stagg Jr. batch 11, because I want to go back into that again and see if it's better than when I did Unicorn Week. Because I was disappointed during Unicorn Week. Very disappointed. What do you guys think? In the meantime, let me say I had a sample sent to me of this 4-gate split stave by Calvin, batch 4. I'm going to be reviewing this very soon, and I am pumped. I am pumped. The last 4-gate I did was outer loop orbit. Sorry. I was not a fan of that. I think the barrel finishing they did on that was just not for me. But this one I am really excited about. You know, they alternate staves with a level 2 and level 4 char when they finish their whiskey in there. So I'm really excited to see what kind of notes we're going to get out of this one when we do the review. Probably in the next couple weeks it's going to be coming out. New Riff, new Riff, new Riff. Everyone's got new Riff. All right. Let's do new Riff. Now, this is new Riff. This is a pick out of the Whiskey Gallery, which is actually a whiskey Facebook group. They did a pick, and I got a couple bottles. This is about, I'd say, a little over a third of the way gone. 111.3 proof, 55.65%. This is a single barrel, so 4-year single barrel. Nice, Eric. Grab our Bourbon Junkies glass here. Whew, nice tight cork pop. Sparky Mule, how are ya? Now, everyone says the New Riff Rye is really the way to go. New Riff just announced they're going to be distributing into Michigan now. So we are going to be having barrel picks coming soon. We're going to be having, you know, just normal offerings out of New Riff on the shelf, which is great. So I am excited about that. But this is a single barrel bourbon. ADHD whiskey. I almost did the America, but I didn't see it in here, so. I'm sorry, America. How are you, brother? Christopher David also is not a fan of the outer loop orbit. But yeah, the split stay for sure, yeah. Which Stagg Jr. is 127? Mine's 127.9, which is batch 11. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but. I had an urge to mix Wild Turkey 101 and Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. Actually pretty good. I bet you it's pretty nutty. Two different kinds of nuttiness, but don't talk to ADHD whiskey about that Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. Not a happy camper. All right, let's talk about this one a little bit. Now, New Riff uses a higher rye mash bill in general. I'm not going to quote the numbers, but I want to say it's in the 30s for the rye content. Someone can correct me. Nice, Richie. Batch 11. It's alcohol forward still. You know, it still smells young, but their flavor profile is excellent. I mean, you still get the rye spice on the back of the nose. A lot of brown sugar and baking spices in this for me, actually, on this. I've heard that Balboa rye is really, really good. I have heard that. ADHD whiskey. Evan Williams Bottled Bond can leap to its death off the bottom shelf. It's a man who's got passion. That is a passionate man right there. This, I cannot wait. Like 4 years. When they come out with like an 8-year-old bourbon, it's gonna be really, really good. I mean, it is gonna be really good, guys. A lot of baking spices and a lot of rye spice coming through on this. But 65.35. Thank you, Dustin. I knew it was in the 30s, but I wasn't sure the exact number. It's still alcohol forward. You know, it needs more time. But it's good. It's still good, and I've had this bottle. So let's go into it, guys. We got 30 minutes till Jason's doing his Bottled and Bond live. So let's drink up until then. I want us all typing with our toes tonight in Jason's chat, okay? All 83 of you. I do. Let's do it. Cheers. Now that actually gave me like a nuttiness. An actual nuttiness came through on that. Maybe it's because we were just talking about nuttiness, but it came through on the palate a lot. Almost like a dusty corn, dry roasted peanut note. Which I don't really remember from this bottle before, but, you know, I haven't had it in a couple months, so could have opened up, could have changed flavor. I like Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, but Ezra Brooks 90 is a better bottom shelfer. Sparky Mule, yeah. I actually do really like Ezra Brooks. You know, a lot of people do not like it. I do not mind the Ezra Brooks, the 90 proof. It's got a really strong nuttiness to me as well, but I actually enjoy it, you know, as something really, really easy, daily sipper. Mark Saliba in the house. How are you? How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. I almost said Friday, guys. Thoughts on Jefferson's Twin Oak? Haven't tried it. Non-chill filtered, 90 proof. You know, I saw them actually bottling that when we were at Jefferson's. Must have been like 18 months ago now or whatever. But I haven't tried it, so I can't speak to it. You know, Jefferson's is just tough for me these days. You know, the Oceans, the regular, even the regular, like Jefferson's Reserve bourbon is overpriced in my opinion for what you're getting. It's just, you know, a lot of people really like it, and they're a successful company because of that. But you know. A local Coco says now he's catching the nuttiness on the 101. Yes. Yes, you will. It's different. It's a different kind of nuttiness than you'll find in like your Heaven Hill products like the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond is like a dry, dusty peanut note. Like I find in a lot of Heaven Hill products, but Wild Turkey 101 is more of like a sweet nut. Sweet nuts. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not drinking it right now. We can always reach for it. Mark J says he's drinking cognac tonight just to change it up. I like it. I like it. UK sports fan said he is one who likes Jefferson's Reserve, $44. Nothing wrong with that. That's why there's a whiskey out there for everyone. You know? Sweet salty nuts, Robot Scott says. Yes. Nailed it. Is the salty Jefferson's Oceans you have batch 12? The really salty one was the cast strength, but I killed that. Which was Voyage, it's right in front of me. Voyage 14? Voyage 14. Yeah. I think the saltiness came through a lot more in the cast strength than the regular like Jefferson's Oceans. So I have a store pick. I have a Weeder store pick. Trevor Wilson says he gets some kind of grainy note on a lot of Heaven Hill products that might be what everyone calls the nutty note. Simply don't like it. I do Jim Beam nuttiness though. Okay, well, Jim Beam's like nutty note to me is very like interesting because their white label is a very heavy just peanut. Like it's just a peanut, you know, a dry nut roasted peanut. But then as you go up to like Booker's, Knob Creek Cast Strength, the nutty flavor of the Beam distillery changes. You know, it's a different type of nuttiness. Whereas like the Heaven Hill nuttiness to me kind of just is consistent between products for most of them at least, you know. Tim Evans says Jefferson's Weeded was good. It is, you know, Jefferson's Weeded is good, you know. Problem is like the store pick I bought was $85 of it, and I don't know if it was that good. Something that low proof. The Weeded mash bill's a little funky to me compared to Weeders I enjoy, you know, like Weller and Rebel Yell 10-year. It's good, like it's still good, but I don't know if it's $85 good to me. You know, it's my opinion. Wildlife and Whiskey, how you doing? Says JB nutty note is literally nutmeg to me. Yeah, I could see that. Could see that. Sweet nut. Do you lie to your wife with that line? No, she's fallen for that too many times, Dustin. She knows the truth. More of a salty nut. Sorry, honey. Freed's first time. Yeah, the beard's coming back. It is slowly but surely. Yeah, it's coming. When it gets to the point where I'm itching all the time, that's when it comes off, you know, when I shave it off. Dusty Dan asked, did you ever get the Turkey 101 that was aged longer than normal? I did. I noticed the difference in age more on the rare breed that was aged longer than I did the 101. You know, all Wild Turkey 101 to me is really just solid. You know, I drink a lot of it is the problem. So, you know, I drink a lot of 101, so I've gone through a lot of bottles. I think I only had one bottle of the better batches, supposedly. And I don't remember it standing out head and shoulders above the rest, like people say it does. You know, rare breed I think was substantially better. Between bottles, I tried to that. So, yeah. Finally found a place that sells WB Saffel. For my money, I know it's only a $3.75. I know it's $40 for that bottle, but that is some damn good whiskey to me. It's older turkey juice. It's the best of the line. You know, the Baron series or whatever they call it. I think it's good. I think it's really good. William Henderson asked, how does it compare to WB Saffel? Are you talking about the older rare breed? I think WB Saffel blows it away. WB Saffel's got older stocks. I mean, they use like some 12 to 14 year stuff, I think. It's much more It's much more rounded, just balanced a lot better. Better flavor comes through to me. You know, I only got to have a couple pours out of a bottle I finished here, but 40 for Saffold, it's 50 here. Yeah, it's so tough at a 375. You know, I think it's just, Tim, it's just part of the limited stuff they're doing. You know, they're doing smaller size bottles. They're not doing bigger bottles. It's sad, but Chris, no one ever found you a Saffold? I thought someone had a lead on it. Wheels. I thought Wheels had a lead on it. I'm still looking for you, brother. I'm telling you, I don't see it here, but someone hook Christopher David up with a WB Saffold if there's any local, would you? Man, that's his literal unicorn bottle. And after all he's done for me, it's the least I can do. I'll buy the bottle for you. God Complex Dude says, I'm on a Method of Madness single pot still right now. French chestnut finish. Really interesting and creamy. I got a Legion coming though. Any opinions? Tried Legion. I have a bottle I haven't opened yet. It's a little funky. Legion's a little funky to me. It's average. You know, I just say I think it's average. I paid $32 for my bottle, so to me it was worth that price, but I wouldn't go much over 35 to 40, you know? You get the piney note on the new Riff. Piney. Yeah, but I think I was calling that out more as just the alcohol burn, you know, like the grainy note. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the same thing we're talking about, that piney note. 91 in the chat. Hell yeah, that is a new record. Thank you all. Holy crap. No way we can get to triple digits. I know Jason's getting close here. That's why people are getting pumped, getting excited. DH typing with his toes tonight. Join the club, brother. How you doing, Victoria C? Good to see ya. Jeffrey Weck, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Peter White says not buying Legion. You know, it's so tough. It's just so tough. Brad Davis, how are ya? Pregame for life. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Captain says pine. Like I said, I think it's more the graininess. That's what I'm describing as the graininess, you know. Richie, to you, it just jumps out as, you know, that pine note. When I think pine, I think gin. That's the problem, you know. And I wouldn't say this is gin level, but Scary Peeper in the house. How you doing, brother? It's good still. It's good stuff. Hazy Vision, how are you doing? Love seeing all these new names in chat. Thank you all for coming in. Piney note isn't bad at all, Richie says. Okay. Yeah, like it's not an off-putting grainy note either. I mean, when I describe it. So, Enrico Juan, how are you? All right. We're getting towards barrel proof time. I got, what, 20 minutes? All right, 10 minutes on each whiskey. That'll be good. Make sure you all stay hydrated. This wasn't the best decision, so I worked out right before I did this live stream too. Very dehydrated. Didn't drink enough water. Alcohol's gonna hit me quick. Could be an entertaining night in Jason's chat. Let's do the Stagg Jr. Moving on up in proof, 63.95%. 127.9 proof. Hit that Booker's, Dusty Dan says. Hit it! Get another cork pop. Ooh, nice tight cork. Very disappointed in batch 11 compared to some of the other ones. D Mako, how you doing? Good to see ya. It was just a neck pour though. You know? These guns need water to put on a show. Too good. Dustin's always coming in with those comments, just make me laugh. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'll pour some batch 12 if I have to. Ryan O'Malley, batch 11. Cheers, brother. Oh, it's still Stagg Jr., guys. It is still Stagg Jr. Oh, yeah. It's still Stagg Jr. I blow ZH Taylor out of the water, no matter what the batch, I would say, probably, you know? It's damn good. Got a batch 13, haven't opened yet. Me too, Buddhist. I'm holding off because I got so many open bottles I'm trying to finish. It's just, I haven't tried 12 yet. Suppose I have a sample coming, but everyone's saying just buy a bottle. Screw the sample. Got to find one. And then batch 13, I haven't opened mine yet. So top shelf, how you doing? Neck ports could be so misleading. Like the middle of the bottle after some breathing. Absolutely, I agree. Enrico, yes, I have had barrel proof. We were talking about this a little bit earlier in the stream. I had the 17, 18, haven't tried the 19. Supposedly, my local store today, I was working all day, but my local store got multiple E.H. Taylors. Multiple Elmer T. Lees, E.H. Taylor barrel proof. I was working. I normally go when their truck's coming, you know, because, you know. Man. E.H. Taylor barrel proof after trying the 17 and the 18, it's one of my unicorn bottles now. You know, trying to find it, trying to hunt it out. Nick Elkington says, have you seen Larceny barrel proof in the Detroit area? I'm in Grand Rapids, so I don't make it over to Detroit that much. But it's popping up all over. You know, I haven't seen any in Grand Rapids, so I don't know, but everything whiskey comes through Detroit, you know, so that would be where it would go through first. So if it's going to go somewhere, it'd be there. Chris, I did, my guy who runs the store, he's out right now. He's not at the store at all for the last couple weeks, so I haven't been able to do that. I know, believe me, I have before tried. Steve Aaron says he just got a Larceny barrel proof in Chicago today. Last year I got a old label, as it is now, Larceny barrel proof that was fantastic. It was really, really good. Brought it down to Texas for the get together. That was gone pretty quick. Excellent bottle. Excellent bottle. I love that stuff. Curious to try the new label though now and see how it would compare, you know. You like the Stagg Jr. more than the E.H. Taylor barrel proof, Dustin says. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. Batch 9 was fantastic. Fantastic. And if batch 12 is as good as everyone says. Travis Stone, it is... there's a couple places. Reach out to me on like Facebook or Instagram. We can talk a little bit. Holy shit, 99 in the chat. That's a record. Cheers to you all. Stop nosing, comment. You got it, Cleveland. Oh, that's so good. It still blows away everything we tried tonight. I like it more than the single barrel, for sure. It's pure baking spices, chocolate, cinnamon. You get the oak. It's just so good. I love it. I do. You know, it's not a fair comparison until I try them like a 4 Stagg side by side. You know, that'd be great. Which we're gonna do. Once I get 4 bottles of Stagg Jr., we'll do a whole Stagg side by side. You know, but it's a fantastic whiskey. You can't go wrong with pretty much any batch of Stagg Jr. That's what I say. Dustin, I'm not doing that. Damn. Thank you guys. Really, triple digits in the chat. That's amazing. You know, may not seem like much, but for a guy that just likes whiskey, just enjoy talking about it with you guys, it really means a lot. You got it, Cleveland. Someone's got to keep me on track. Keep me in line. That's you. It's you, brother. Batch 4 is a hot mess, Peter says. Never had it. Oh, do it. Shot. You do it. Dustin, do shots. I mean, I'll grab the 101. We can drink it, guys. It's at the end of the bar there. Shots of 101. No, we ain't doing 101 shots. Just because we got 101 in the chat. Thank you, Sparky. Thank you. Yep, me too, Dramhound. Me too. Again. Killed my batch 9. So good. Stagg, if you leave it sitting in your glass for like a half hour, Stagg Jr., it's pretty much all that alcohol burn is just gone, you know? So good. You guys, just awful. I swear. All right. All right. 101 for 101. It's not enough to do a bottle kill. It's too much to do a bottle kill. I'm not doing a bottle kill on this. OG prick. That's nutty. That's some nutty deliciousness. God, that's so good. That goes down so smooth. I mean, I was just drinking Stagg Jr, so, you know. Not right now, Dramhound. Not right now. But when I do, I got a sample coming to you. All right, I want to do one more whiskey. I know it's almost a bottle kill. Now we're close. No one calls me out like that, Dustin. Nobody. Nobody. Bottle kill night is body kill mornings. God complex. I ain't drinking nothing 200 proof. You got that right. Since we're only going an hour, we got 10 minutes. One more. And I should not have done that with that 101. Should not have. Mammoth Distilling. Now, this is a local place in Upper Michigan. I'm off tomorrow, Peter White. We're good. We Gucci. We are Gucci. Mammoth Distilling, they are sourcing their whiskey. This is 15-year rye. And this is from a local store pick. This is Alberta rye. So think like a lot of Whistle Pig picks use Alberta rye. You know. Exactly, Chris. I worked out, so you're fine. Enrico, you have one of those Mammoths? Yeah, now this is the rye whiskey only. Thank you, William. Water. You guys got to look out for me. Thank you. Yes, it's in Traverse City. Mammoth Distilling is located in Traverse City, but it's not Traverse City Distilling. So, 15-year rye. Now, this is 66.1%. That's not going to focus. 66.1%? Oh my gosh. You serious? I'm serious. When we were at the a lottery we had locally, Sean and Dan from Bourbon Junkies came down, hung out at the lottery, and we cracked this open after the lottery was done. Yep, you're about right. About right, Bourbon Apprentice. Ugh. Dusty Dan coming in with a $5 super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Chug-a-lug, baby. It's been happening. It's been happening already. Let's see if we got something for you for this super chat. Light pour. I like it. Nice. Haven't played that one in a while. Thank you, Dusty. Hoping you throw out some more videos soon, brother. I miss you. I miss you. Antonio, you're pretty late, man. Pretty late. Got 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes, and then Jason's going live, and we are all going over there. We are going to raid that, man, like nothing else. Whiskey Fitness. Now, I like that name. Now that I'm getting into, like, fitness more, health more, that's a good name. That's a good name. I'd probably put an E in my name, personally, just for me. But I like it. Fitness whiskey in your mouth. It's almost 4 in the morning in Greece, and I just can't leave the chat. Thanks for hosting. Hey, you still got another hour to go, brother. Maybe more. Jason's sometimes a maniac. You are not the only one, Steve. You are not the only one. In my head every time I say it. Tony Piper. Thanks for coming in. Said, did a barrel pick at Jim Beam yesterday, and I'm picking a 15-year Knob Creek. I'm glad they're still doing older you know, older Knob Creeks, because with the 12-year age statement Knob Creek coming out, I was worried they were going to cut down on their Knob Creek single barrel pick program, or they'd be younger, you know, but it's good it's not. You know, they're still putting out 15-year picks. I'm glad to see that. America! How you doing, Dan? Hope the baby girl's doing well. My wife and I have been praying for her, so I know that's tough. Anytime your kid's got something, you feel helpless, you know? All right, let's taste this Alberta rye now. Normally I'm not a massive Alberta rye person. I prefer MGP picks, like say Whistle Pig picks, to Alberta. Alberta gives me more of an earthy, grassy note, but this does not smell 66%. But we did just chug 4 ounces of Wild Turkey 101, so that could have something to do with it. It's Sean tonight. Oh, Sean, how you doing, brother? Obviously, you all follow Bourbon Junkies already, so I don't need to tell you to go watch them, but good to see you, Sean. Thanks for coming in. It's so nice when Sean gets on social media. I love it. It's like a true unicorn. Poor guy. I hope she's doing all right. Oh. You know, it still smells good. It just smells a little earthy, a little grassy. So let's give it a sip before I get yelled at again, you know? Alberta rye is king, Peter White says. I forgot about the sweetness. Whew. Okay. Holy shit. 66%. Boom! Hit you in the front of the palate. 66%. And that's rye. You know, sourced rye, whether it be Alberta, MGP, it's just better. Like, it's just better than any craft distillery's own product that I've had. You know, usually, of course, it's younger stuff I've tried, so that makes sense, but it's just good, man. It's just good. The sweetness up front, like MGP sweetness. Now, any of you have had MGP products, especially higher proof MGP products, it's like a delicious, rich flavor on the front of the palate. And Alberta rye is different. It's more like I said, like a grassy, earthy, drier note. Still nice sweetness. Okay, that 101 is kicking in right now. That 101 is like, hey, you know what you just did? Here it is. It's okay though. We're sticking with the 66%. We got 6 minutes, guys. Someone please drop a link in the chat right now for Jason's live stream. Please put that in there so we can all go over there right now together. And we can all get in his chat, talk some shit. Red licorice. I could be talking to that. 6th pour of the night. Yeah. Yeah, when I think red licorice, I think Willet. Like that's what I connect red licorice to is Willet products. Got that right, Linux Cat. Here's the problem. When I do a live stream, you guys see like I don't always finish all my Glens. I usually sit in here for the next live stream, and then I finish all my drinks while I'm in here watching and typing and talking. That's the problem. Like, if I could just stop and dump them out, but I'm like, nah, I can't waste whiskey. I paid good money for that. Licorice. Oh, good times, guys. I'll tell you what, Wednesdays might be a sweet spot. You know, I'm sorry. I know Cast Strength went live tonight. I didn't know this till I saw them pop up. I should have known, but Cast Strength went live tonight. Rock Gut Review went live. I'm pretty sure if I saw right. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes. I'm just, you know, I needed a drink tonight and I wanted to hang out and talk with you guys. You know, it's my weekend to work this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to live stream this weekend. So I figured I want to hang out with all you guys. Yeah, I'm sure Dan was overwhelmed with, you know, hey, hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing okay. And I'm glad, you know, that's the thing about this whiskey community is we're all so supportive. We look out for one another. We pray for each other, you know, all that kind of stuff. So you're good, man. No, bring that in here all the time. That's what we're here for. She's going to be good. You know, from what Dan said, she's going to be fine. It's just, hopefully it's going to be a minor thing. They're really hoping. But obviously, we're all praying for her. Yeah, this is my daily drink. You know, I think I bought an extra when I was in Kentucky last time. Pretty sure I bought extra when I was in Kentucky, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I have 2 Tippins Mammoth picks that are serious stuff. Todd, you right. You right. They are some serious stuff. Alberta's good. You know, it's still good, but like I said, the Whistle Pig picks I've had that were Alberta, I just didn't like as much as MGP. Can I get some love in the chat if you are just an MGP whore like me? Like MGP for life, like that. They need to do it. They need to make more stuff. They need to make more cast strength MGP. Like, come on. Yeah, Sean, it is. It's the one you tried at the get together. You know, sweet up front, earthy and dry on the back of the palate. Not the best product I've had, but you know, it's good. Scott Meacham coming in with a super chat saying, congrats on 106. Awesome job on Unicorn Week. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get you something here. Ooh, look at that. Is that the one I just did? Is that the one I just did? It's been a long couple days though. Someone tell me. That was 5-finger pour night. That was a problem. That was a problem. That was a problem. Yeah, MGP's great. Like, they're doing a great job. I wish you can't fault MGP. They're great. They really are. 95.5 MGP barrel proof is like, that's all I need in life. That's all I need in life. T-minus 2 minutes, Dramhound. All right, let's wrap up. One more time, if you guys could all drop links in the chat. This time I'm going to click it so I can go to Jason's stream. Let's all go over there and raid him. Let's do a Bourbinsane raid or Bourbinsane hype. Something in his chat that knows that he came from Bourbinsane. Dude, we hit triple digits tonight. Thank you. I can't believe that. Like, thank you all so much. That's incredible. Like, really, that's incredible for me. Trev Wilson, you're the man. Let me click on this real quick. I can get over there. Right now, everyone go put in the chat, Bourbinsane hype, please, if you don't mind. Or something like, I love Bourbinsane, he's the best. Something like that, you know, something that sounds good. Bourbinsane hype, poo. Yup. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, I'm wrapping up. Jason's going live. Thank you all for coming in. Awesome, awesome time. Hey, Whiskey Wednesdays is something I can get on board with. Let's do it. Let's do it more often. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Happy Wednesday. Let's go find out what the best bottled and bond bourbon is on the market together. Let's go right now. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you all very soon. Stay insane.